What's going on, my people? In this video, we're going to take an in-depth analysis of 2K17 and we are going to uncover all of the serious problems that the developers have not addressed. I've broken it down into 4 categories. These categories include my player progression system, archetypes, microtransactions, and 2K's treatment of the community. So to start things off, let's talk about our first major point, archetypes. The main problem with archetypes is that they severely limit the player's ability. Why play a basketball video game if you're going to limit the player's ability? The player's ability should be dependent on the amount of skill the player has, not what the game holds you to. Because of archetypes, it's impossible to resemble any play style of real NBA superstars. I understand that NBA 2K is looking in the direction of esports, but if esports is the focus of the game, they shouldn't inflict damage upon the casual consumer playing the game. Leave archetypes for esports only and let the casual gamer have the freedom to play with their player in whichever way that they choose. Because I guarantee you, the large majority of NBA 2K consumers are not going to be participating in esports. Now let's talk about our second talking point, the My Player Progression System. 2K forces the player to do a large amount of boring, annoying, irritable, and repetitive grinding. This so-called grind goes towards the development of your My Player. This grind takes days of frustration, where the player must sit through long loading screens and cutscenes that are quite frankly irrelevant and forgettable.
Hey Frez, I was actually in the neighborhood and just wanted to talk to you real quick. I tried calling you.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. Things been crazy hectic with practice and schedule and everything. I'm sorry I didn't call you back.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You're in the NBA and you should be focused on that.
Come in, let's...
Actually, this will be kind of quick. I just wanted to talk to you. I'm transferring and things are gonna get really hectic for me, and so that's what I think we should talk about.
You know, I'm trying to stay as professional as I possibly can when I'm doing this analysis of this game, but doesn't 2K realize that nobody gives a rat's ass about these bullshit cutscenes? Like, this shit is just a waste of time. It doesn't make a difference. Alright, so with that put aside, let's get back to the grind itself. It seems as if 2K goes out of their way to torture you during this grind. It is really that boring and repetitive. I want to know who thought it would be a good idea to force the gamer to sit and do something over and over again just to get a badge for their My Player. For example, in order to get the ankle breaker badge, you have to get a double move leading to score 200 times, and that's just to get it to bronze, which is the lower tier. Then you have to start that grind all over again and do it 1,000 times just to get it to Hall of Fame. That's ridiculous. The point of playing a game is to have fun and enjoy playing it. Nobody enjoys grinding for badges. Grinding for badges is so boring and irritable that there are gamers in the 2K community that even offer a badge grinding service where one player lends their account to another player and pays that person to grind for them. That just screams that there is a problem with the player progression system. When the gamers themselves don't even want to do it, that's just when it gets out of control. So let's have a little overview. You've paid $50 to use all of your available attribute upgrades, which only gets you to a measly 86 overall. Then you spend countless hours grinding for badges. To add to the misery, you must grind for the next available attribute slots by going into the practice gym, which are scarce and only available on your off days. You must sit and spam boring exercises that consist of you just sitting and pressing a button repetitively for countless hours. And did I mention that this only gets you to a 95 overall max? The next available attribute slots you have to acquire by playing thousands of games in My Park. The casual gamer does not have time to do all this various bullshit. which means the casual gamers like myself will never be 99 overalls. Now let's talk about microtransactions. It is impossible to play any game mode except Play Now Online without investing a certain amount of money into VC. 2K forces the player to pay for microtransactions to upgrade their MyPlayers. If you don't buy VC for your MyPlayer, you're stuck at a 55 overall. You can't do anything with a 55 overall. It feels as if 2K is holding us hostage and forcing us to play with a horrific player or cough up our money. And the same rule applies with my team. You start off with a trash my team, and then you have to grind and grind and grind for countless hours to get a decent my team. Or you can just spend hundreds of dollars on packs, which is exactly what 2K wants you to do. And now this brings us to our last point. The 2K development team doesn't give a shit what the community thinks or has to say. They release patches that are very large in size, and they don't tell you what is in the patches. Or they go on Twitter and give very vague patch notes. They do not commit any of their resources to fixing things such as gameplay mechanics or their servers. This is very disrespectful, and everyone in the 2K community should be pissed because we are spending tons of money on their game and their microtransactions, and none of our needs or demands are being met. Instead, they're being ignored. It seems as if 2K patches everything except the important stuff. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up this video. I hope you guys understood the message that I'm trying to send out. If you guys are tired of 2K's bullshit, let me know in the comment section below. I want to know what other people are thinking. I'm not a 2K fanboy, I'm not a live fanboy, I'm not picking sides. I just want to play a good basketball game again. Thank you for those who stayed the whole entire time of the video and understood the message and watched everything that I had to say. I really appreciate it. With all that being said, I'm out.